Starting.
Okay.
Hello guys, it's me Froostie back again. With me is LJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. So today
How are you guys doing?
today we will continue our Adunakhori unit. Adunakhori. From Umbar, part of roster of Harad. Of course, tell us if you hear us good and if everything is okay. Maybe give some like, yeah.
So, yeah, guys, if you haven't subscribed yet, of course subscribe and then click the like button. I actually was listening to your stream on Discord, and then I instead of clicking the no volume on YouTube, I clicked it on Discord. So
Okay.
pretty dumb move. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So last time we had a big update, yeah, Rohan has come.
Yeah, indeed.
So I hope you guys enjoying with that. And maybe with the next update you will enjoy too, if the time will come.
Yeah, well, you're working pretty hard, I guess, and you are already much ahead. So, Harad is coming out quite nicely.
Yeah. Philip Heinrich is saying hello to us, the same Lucky Storm and Zardan. Hello guys.
Just to answer to everyone, I'm not sleepy. It's just that where I live, it's really, really hot. So
You have 8 Central Europe time too?
yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Italy.
Yeah, Italy is well. I mean, Italy isn't per se very hot. It depends on where you are. But in Florence is like how do you say, like a hole in the ground, basically. So it's in the middle of the hills, and then it goes down to the river Arno, and basically that's that's pretty bad. It's really hot here.
Yeah, I suppose to. Yeah, but yes. I live in northern Poland. There is much easier from that what you are saying.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's our first type of Adunakhori for now, yeah. We finished last time with texturing the breast armor, chest plate. Yeah, so today we will start from the helmet and maybe some armor. I'm very hyped to see this armor textures. So yeah, I hope you will enjoy. Okay, do you have opened chat, LJ?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so
Yeah, I can check it. No worries.
yeah, you are.
Yeah, basically the
better.
chat right now is just people saying pizza because I said I'm from Italy. So
Spaghetti, pasta italiana.
yeah, and this is how we welcome Aaron in the stream.
Good evening. Good
Yeah, hello
evening.
Tom. Good evening.
How are you doing?
I hope that we are doing great. We are starting our stream, yeah.
Oh, it's looking amazing, man. Oh, I love how they're turning out.
Oh, and Mega Blue Iron.
And Mega is trying
Yeah.
to. Yeah.
How's it going?
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey, hi. Looks fantastic, Froostie. They look awesome.
Thanks. Yeah, so
Yeah, we're in that.
I was lazy with my orc part, yeah, so I had to put
Yeah.
my flow in in Umbar part of Froostie.
Well, it's fitting. I mean, good choice. Look at them.
Yeah, today
looks-
I will be continue with the helmet and armor, powdrons, yeah, and bracers.
I love the hand armor.
Yeah, I took part of my Nazgul armor and
Yeah.
need to remake it.
Can I see that elbow piece again? Oh, I love the stacks that you put there on the elbow piece.
Yeah,
They had
I
the 3 overlapping pieces.
put it all manually,
Yeah.
like that from the side. You can see.
Looks awesome.
Thanks.
It does looks fantastic. Yeah. Nice. I'm excited.
Yeah, guys. So your part of job will be looking at the chat, yeah, because I had some problem with phone and I can't
Yeah.
look in the chat. Yeah, so if someone's saying hello, I am saying hello to him too. And let's start.
All right.
They're saying, yeah, congrats, Mega Blue Iron, for
Oh.
that job offer.
Oh yes, they don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't end
Mordor,
up taking it.
beautiful.
I went with a different one, but
That's amazing, though. I mean,
yeah, it's cool. It's definitely cool. It was a job offer for a video game position, but I ended up taking a robotics company job offer, a different one. But it is cool that I got the game one a lot from Rise of Mordor. So that's awesome that the skills carried over. Like the guy was pretty impressed with some of the stuff we was showing him, and he knows Total War as well. So yeah.
Oh, nice. That's like the biggest compliment when they
exactly.
approach you.
Yeah. Pretty awesome.
If I hear good that you got the job, yeah, Mega?
There's 2 different jobs. I applied to a bunch of jobs, and then there's 2 people I heard back from, and one was the video game company, and then one was an engineering company, a robotics company, and I ended up going with the robot. I got accepted at both, so I went to the robotics one.
Oh, wow. Yeah, so
Yeah.
congratulations from me too.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, well, congrats, man.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
Yeah, because I am going with
robotics.
engineering, so yeah,
Okay, yeah.
that's
Makes
what I'm
sense.
studying. So yeah, this is more of a hobby and stuff, and it's cool to to do it as well, but it's kind of what I'm studying. So I'll pick the robotics one.
Moving up in the world.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be fun though. I'm excited for that.
Yeah, it sounds amazing.
Yeah. It's cool because that company, the way that company's built is it's made around like most of the employees are like also students like my age and stuff. It's like it's like a startup company and stuff, and so it's a bunch of people. It's kind of just a group of us from the university essentially who got hired. We're just gonna be working together with like the full times or like professional engineers. So
Sweet.
it'll be fun. It'll be fun. Yeah.
Oh, and the dreaded pineapple on pizza has been raised in the chat.
Of course.
Still on Discord already.
Well, let's just say that there are some, I don't know, some toppings that really don't go together. And they are just, just putting everything on top of the pizza just because you can. And that is something I don't really like. And that's something I can critique. But pineapple on pizza doesn't sound bad. I have never eaten it. So I can't say if I like it or not. But in the end, it's not like a bad topping, in my opinion. It's more like when people put white meat or other stuff, like chicken.
Barbecue.
That is not for the
Chicken
pizza.
Chicken on pizza is great.
What?
Well,
No.
no, but I mean, like it's less about the one topping over on the pizza, and it's more about like taking everything you can and putting it on the pizza. Sometimes you have maybe pineapple and chicken. So.
Oh no, that's
yeah, pineapple and
that's
mushrooms. I think I've read, and that is kind of
It's called student pizza. Yeah, from everything you will find in fridge.
So, a can of baked beans on there. Everything, yeah.
As long as there's no like barbecue or I'm not a fan of chicken on pizza. Or...
I'm surprised, Elegy, that you
okay,
first
guys.
to pineapple.
Yeah, man. I mean, like, I'm not that much of a, I want to say a word that I can't say on YouTube, but I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna, use my opinion as an Italian on everything and say, we make it better, etc. Like, it's not a big deal. It's pineapple on pizza doesn't sound so bad, but I have to say that I have never once seen pizza with chicken on any kind of menu. Like, never in my life.
Really? It's quite like I've seen it here in England.
Yeah, but
I don't know. Yeah, interesting.
yeah, we
It's
never
usually
put.
yeah, it's usually in conjunction with other meat, so like sausage.
Yeah,
Or-
which is where it doesn't make sense to me, because why would you put together different kinds of meat, especially with like white meat, like chicken and poultry, etc. Because it's much more delicate sometimes, so it doesn't make sense to me.
True. It is good though.
Yeah, I might try. I'm open to everything. So
In Poland, we eat strawberries with the pasta. So yes.
Strawberries with
Oh my
pasta.
that is actually pretty bad.
No, it
I
isn't.
don't know. I'm not sure what to think of that. I was on our film set now. We have full catering, and I found blueberries in my salad, and I'm still not quite sure what to think of that.
Like, I've seen that. Like, I've seen, fruits and salad, but I usually prefer salad to be, it's
Yeah.
not like salty, but like not sweet. Usually not fruits in my salad, unless it's
I
like
guess
a specific fruit salad.
You're trying to be like kind of cool and edgy by putting a little bit of sweet stuff in.
Yeah,
I'm not sure what to think of it.
not for
Yeah,
me.
maybe that, like apple. I usually eat apple on my salad. Sometimes it happens, just to put something more. But I prefer the salty kind of salad as well.
Yeah.
But also one fun fact about this, like everyone says, more or less, non-Italians eat pizza only in a way, etc., etc. We actually have this kind of gourmet places where you can actually eat your normal pizza and then have a pizza dessert or something like that. And you get these kind of pizzas with, I don't know, figs and Nutella and other stuff.
Ooh.
So, like, I mean, they are thought out, they think about this stuff. It's not like it comes out of nowhere.
Do you
But,
hear yourself? Pizza with Nutella, and you have fun from the strawberries with the pasta.
Well, I mean, there are two different things. I'm sorry. Well, I don't know.
That does sound good though, like dessert pizza. Sounds really good.
Yeah, it's really good actually.
And the chat is absolutely raging right now.
You have declared war on everyone.
Someone said pierogi. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, the best of all.
Yeah. One of my friends from like my dorm in Russia made some pierogi, and it was Polish actually. And then I ate some Russian ones. They were pretty good.
Yeah, because this depends too from what is inside of pierogi.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for example, you can have meat or some type of white cheese or strawberries or blueberries or other things like that. We have something what is called Russian pierogi, yeah, and
Okay.
it's with some type of cheese and product which come from milk. I don't remember how it's called in English. Yeah,
Okay.
but
Isn't it like can't remember the name as well. I'm googling it. Hold on.
Pierogi. That's like, they look like gyoza.
Yeah,
Japanese
but
dumplings.
yeah. Smetana, maybe. Froostie.
Yeah, you can eat it with smetana. Yeah, so
Yeah, Smetana is pretty good.
it's
I really
something
like it.
like natural yogurt. Yeah, in place of smetana you can eat. Yeah, and with sugar to it. Yeah, and this is sweet type of pierogi. Yeah, the same if you eat with strawberries or blueberries, you are using sugar. Yeah, and it's yeah, and this is a sweet type. And if you wanna something for dinner which isn't sweet, you eat with meat or cheese, or you can eat with something like bigos. It can be inside, or with mushrooms.
Yeah, it's full of stuff, I guess.
Yeah.
Fingers is saying that we are not checking the chat, but I am actually checking it, and I've seen you butchering the name of one of the Scottish heroes, Bruce
William.
Wallace. he's another actor.
Where are they butchering the name?
Yeah, he said
William.
Bruce Wallace instead of William Wallace,
Yeah. Oh god.
which is pretty good.
Yeah, you might have got the wrong guy.
Guys, if you have any questions, of course, like we are a lot in here, so we can all answer you as long as it more or less deals with the stream, you know.
And yeah, poor William Wallace has been butchered again, and he's spelt Wallis.
Police.
He
Okay.
is
Wallis.
Polish. He's Polish now.
Wallis, show the way, led us to this day here at Bannockburn. Freedom we have earned. And Bruce Wallace as well. I don't know what's going on here. Something is very funky with
We are rewriting history.
Yeah.
I think someone asked how many units for Rad are left.
Oh yeah, I did see that. Sorry, I forgot to bring that up.
I wouldn't say how many, honestly, because you know, suspense and everything. But Froostie showed everything last time, so there isn't any point to this. So I think the Mahout tribe units are left, and the main tribe is done. Froostie, can you confirm?
Yeah. It's missing only one officer.
Okay.
From main tribe.
Yeah, and then I think the Umbar units are missing.
Yeah, Umbar and Mahout, yeah, but Umbar is going very well. Yeah, I started.
Yeah.
A different unit from Adunakhori because I started Corsairs last time too.
Okay. Yeah.
I still haven't got you the tier 3 concept. I need to do that.
Yeah. I put it on the last point, on the last position.
Yeah, apologies.
Will you add custom voices to armies? We will in the future, in the kind of distant future. I don't know. It's not something easy, and we still have to figure out some stuff. But we are making progress on that department. But it is not our focus at this point. Is the Horn of Arad coming? No, because horns actually are. I think it's the same horn, more or less, for every faction. and even if we can change it, it's like, I don't know if it's only one or maybe 2 or 3 or something, but there are not as many as we would like. So maybe you will
It's a
hear
shame.
like, yeah, exactly. Like the horn is such a big part of the Lord of the Rings, hearing horns, etc. So it's better to keep it this way at this time than changing it to only one horn or 2. Makes no sense.
Yeah.
Someone already answered. I think Zarn already answered to the question, what Numenorians unit we can have in the game. But actually, Numenorians, I think it also means, people from the Dunedain. I don't know, like just descended. So in the end, you can put together the whole roster for Arnor and Gondor and say, those are the Numenorians we are going to get. No, but I mean, like, Black Numenorians is what Zarn said.
Just the 3 units, isn't it?
Yeah, Servants of the Eye, the Guards of the Teeth, and these guys. Even if these guys are not Black Numenorians.
They're sort of grey Numenorians
Yeah.
almost.
They have a grey sword. Or a yellow one.
Well, regardless, they are very, very beautiful.
I hope that with the high poly will be enough good for them.
Oh yeah, that's going to be really, really cool. All right. Are we still working on that first variant that you did the chest plate for last week?
Yeah, it's still first variant because I was a little busy in my work. Yeah, so.
No, that's cool. I'm glad to see the full thing. Froostie, looking like some great progress from Matt Haley.
Yeah.
Walking the eyeball is my favorite part of the unit making process. Seeing all the details come in, it's my favorite part, personally.
Yeah, I guess it's some of the most like artistic.
Yeah. It's cool because it feels like it's the part where you have the least boundaries, right? Where you can just increase the topology to the amount you want and just resculpt whatever you want. But actually, it's kind of all fun. Like I really enjoy it. Like it's the technical part of making the low poly. Being smart with your quads and with your topology and finding a cool and fun, smart way to make the shape, and then you also get to the high poly, which is also incredibly fun, and that's where you get the artistic side, and you don't have any limitations. It's an overall, it's a great process.
Yeah, for sure. I guess there's so much to do in that 3D process that it can be quite overwhelming actually for someone coming to it who's new. But I would encourage you to try it. Start small.
Yeah, that's true. I think a fun thing to realize is there's no like right way to do something in 3D. Like you very quickly notice that there are like 10 or 20 ways you can achieve an effect, or to model something, or to get the results, to get details. For example, you could sculpt it, or you could paint it. You can do it by brush. When you're sculpting, you could use a mask, or you can just do it by hand, or you could do it in substance. Like there's just so many ways to approach it, and so that there's no kind of right way, right? There's no person who knows it all, because anyone can just find a strategy to achieve an effect, which is very fun. It's almost like a problem solving process. You get a model, something you have to model. You get like a piece or something, or a piece of armor you have to make, and you're wondering, you sit down for the first bit and you're thinking, how am I going to block this out? Like, what piece fits here? What piece fits here? How does this merge? How does this part of the topology merge here? How am I going to add this part or this side, flap of armor or whatever? So it's cool. It's a little puzzle when you're approaching it, and then you get to the nitty-gritty from there. That's just the fun technical art stuff. Yeah, but there is no kind of right way. It's just you figure it out. Obviously, there's like recommended strategies and stuff overall. Like, when you're to make something look really good, you make a low poly and then you make a high poly and then you bake it, right? You try to bake as much as you can to get the most authentic results, right? So that's something like that is the general process. But even just when you get to the nitty-gritty, like making the details, that's completely up to you how you do it.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is becoming a really great podcast for people who want 3D.
Rise of Mordor podcast, yeah.
16th. Yeah, indeed. Matt Haley asking, is that Mega? Yes, indeed.
Yep, I'm here. Temporarily, I guess. I will have to go soon.
Oh, and as expected, the Euros have been mentioned. European Cup.
Yeah, indeed.
And Philip Heinrich asking, in terms of the Arnor roster, is there something changing? No Rangers as far as I can see.
Well, that is because that is not the Ranger faction, let's say. Because actually the Ranger faction is going to be an Order faction, through which you can actually unite the free peoples of Eriador and form the Kingdom of Arnor. So that's the reason why.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, but that is low priority.
We're getting 2 Arnor factions, which is brilliant.
I think, I'm not sure.
Technically, yeah.
I think it's gonna be like a very small Dunedain Ranger roster. I think really small. Just to protect the lands of the Shire, of the Breed End, etc.
Yeah, for sure.
But nothing is certain, Again, Eriador is really low priority for us, so we're focusing on other stuff right now.
Yeah, Eriador may not even make it to first release, so
yeah,
always remember that. I'm sure if there's sort of separate things for the campaign, I'm sure we could sort of bring it together coherently for custom battles and things.
Yeah, of course.
So the Rangers may go to Arnor in custom battles, or they may go to a sort of Free Peoples faction. Free Peoples of Eriador faction, which would have, because I know we're having like 3 or 4 Bree land units as well.
Yeah.
And so if you sort of mash everything together in a Free Peoples faction, that's a quite nice answer.
Are you more hyped for designing those Renaissance-like inspired
oh man, I've been
Breland units, or Arnor itself?
Oh, it's fully Bree, man. I've been doing sketches on the train.
Really?
That's great. I've got 3 designs. Well, they look quite elite.
Yeah, well,
But I'm thinking that they are really quite wealthy, so they can afford good equipment.
Yeah,
because of all the training they do, but they may not be very good in combat. That's my thinking behind them.
Mega, how goes the tier 4? Haven't started them yet, and likely won't start them for basically until like the end of summer. Kind of taken up right now. But I will work on those guys, yeah, as soon as I finish this term. So,
Actually, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, I think that's finished that.
Okay.
Finish that right there.
Tarpone is a Italian YouTuber. We have had some collaboration in the past, and he's a really big fan of dwarves. So if you want to say something about dwarves, we have the developer for the Erebor faction here, who's Froostie, and he's the one making the ADUNAKHORÍ unit right now. So if you want to say anything, Tarpone, now is the time.
Yeah, Dwarf Lord Frosty.
Yeah.
It's always cool when a celebrity joins the channel, joins the chat.
Can you not spam Daft Count, per favor, please? I said it in Italian, I don't know why.
Per favore.
Someone
Per
asked,
favore.
is it still possible to participate in development? Yes. Depends on the role. I think in our Discord we have... Discord is in the link in the description of the stream, but we have like a channel showing what positions we have available, but it's probably like architecture stuff or 3D modeling.
Animation.
Oh yeah, animation as well.
Yeah. Which has been moving forward now, slowly, recently.
Yep.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Lee Official. I think a big
Lee Official is a really great developer.
Yeah.
A great animator.
Fun guy. Shadow Ranger. I don't know who to say this to, but I ask if you can improve the accuracy of the shipmen, because their javelins... with their javelins, because half of them shoot up to Narnia and the other half say hi to the ground. Good way of putting it. They are meant to be primarily a mainline infantry, though. And having some javelins is kind of a bonus. I mean... But yeah, I guess we were looking at the accuracy of the axe throwers for Dunland. I can't remember which unit they are. Axe throwers. Blood Avengers. But one of the elites of Dunland have throwing axes, which are just abysmal. But again, that's not their primary function, so
Yeah, indeed.
it's an added bonus on top, I guess.
Accidentally, I have now a lot of random damage here.
That looks quite cool, actually.
Yeah, indeed.
Because these armors are going to be like centuries old.
Yeah, I was going to say.
So they're going to
exactly
have, you know, little dents and stuff. They're going to be kept very clean because they're very precious. But over time, you get dents and scratches that you can't clean off. So that might be kind of cool to have. A happy accident, as Bob Ross would put it. Lord Trolley, you are the best. Thank you for your work.
Thank you very much. Anyway, as you know, we're talking about open positions. As we said, you know, it's 3D mostly, so architecture and characters, animations, and of course we actually have we are looking for testers, but you know, we are really I don't know, we ask a lot from our testers, so you know, it's not some easy way to get access to early releases. So apply only if you feel like you really know the game, if you really know Attila, if you really know the mod, and if you also know how we work, because that is really important.
There's a degree of responsibility and almost sort of professionalism that you need to have. Because we take it quite seriously.
Yeah.
Because you're getting access to private stuff that we don't want thrown around everywhere. And we also need to be able to talk to you maturely.
Yes.
So yeah, if you think you've got it, go for it.
I can't really understand what are these guys talking about in the chat. You know, it
a
looks
bit-
like
it's a-
Warhammer crap.
Yeah,
I have no idea.
Let's tone it
They
down
are
a little
having-
bit. I mean,
Yeah, exactly.
it's a
Like,
bit
guys, you're
spammy,
having...
which
Yeah, it is spammy. You're basically having a private conversation with each other in a public chat while someone is kind of working, you know, for you guys. So,
indeed, and it's more, it's more attractive for other viewers if it's sort of mainly a little more calm and,
Yeah.
and sort of more mod focused, I guess.
yeah.
Warhammer innuendos. Froostie, man, that's looking so good.
Yeah.
It looks so like menacing.
Yeah, of course, I will smooth it more. Yeah, it won't look like that, but there you can see, yeah, the different type of height. Yeah, this will be one type.
Yeah, I love it. Lucky said that Warhammer was like Star Wars.
No, wasn't. Star Wars is Star Wars. Warhammer is Warhammer. We can't
Yeah, well,
take it together.
And Zarnes joined.
Hello.
hello. How you doing?
Whole party.
It is, isn't it? It's...
So, guys, there are 4 people here who can answer your questions. So, you know, this is, you know, sometimes we repeat ourselves, of course, like, you know, it's always the same answers, but you can actually ask stuff about the mod or just enjoy the work instead of, you know, bantering about Warhammer and stuff.
True. He raises a good point.
Yeah, I mean, you got us all here, so you might as well ask what we can answer.
Yeah, Matt Haley's saying that the eyepieces remind me a lot of the Anglo-Saxon style. Yeah, they kind of did actually.
Yeah,
It
looks
the
a little
concept is
like
go on.
like Vendel type of helmet, a little. But
You mean, what are those? Aren't those like Vikings but mixed in with some Russian culture or something?
yeah, Vendel type was 7, 8 age, yeah, on the Viking territory and northern German. So there was before Lindisfarne, so before Viking age.
Yeah,
Will Ornburg be in the next release? We can't say, you know. It's not ready at this point, but we just released, like, what is it? Almost 3 weeks ago? A very big update, so you guys, you know, we will see. It's gonna take some time until the next update, and if we have some really interesting map, we will put them.
There's lots of big maps being worked on.
Yeah.
Been keeping track of our previews.
And there is actually some stuff that isn't being previewed.
Well, I'm excited to know. I can't remember what this is. Oh, I know what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, Kejo.
Legion to naval battles. There's I would say it's too early to state anything on naval battles, how it be custom and such. So we haven't.
Something for future, but
yeah, it's something for the future.
Anonymous Sicarius asking, how is the work on Minas Tirith siege map going? On the Minas Tirith siege map going?
Yeah, aside from the round walls that we have, and we made not specifically because they can be used for many things, it's not being worked on. We are currently working on Helm's Deep, as you've seen on previous, on Minas Morgul, and some other stuff that I won't say. Like, it's at least two, maybe more, iconic maps. So, you know, we are upping our game.
I have 3 that I can think of, one being kind of close to being finished.
Yeah, that is true. So it's that one. Then we have the other one.
Yeah, the classic, that one, then another one.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
but they're not the community's never going to trust another word we say now after the Rohan.
After Rohan update.
But yeah, Minas Tirith is fully possible now. Yeah, all it needs is some map concepts and then someone to just make the custom assets, really.
Yeah,
you've got the curved walls. That's the important bit.
Yeah, and basically, I think 3D stuff. We need the big rock, which hasn't been worked on. And then I guess some little bits here and there
with the tree.
The courtyard, yeah. I think what? I think someone made it in a very distant past.
Oh right.
In some very old Trello, you can find it.
Wow. Oh cool.
Yeah,
and
I
think the main hall at the back is finished.
Yeah.
Or the facade of it anyway. And the gate, the main gate as well, is also already used in most of our Gondor maps, actually.
Yeah, indeed.
So there's actually very little that needs doing.
Yeah, the main problem here is proportions, I think, because you will see in our Helm's Deep map that we are trying to not make these iconic maps too choke pointy, because choke pointy is not fun in the end. Even if you want to play multiplayer and everything else, you want to have a chance to win a siege battle as the attacker. So in many of these cases, we are trying to make them as big as possible. So you have this
very
space
big.
to move. Helm's Deep, for example.
Helm's Deep map is incredibly big, much larger than the movie scale, but it still feels so cool.
Yeah, but I really like this approach of being like that. You can accept not being 100% accurate to the map, but still having good enough aesthetic that it still feels like it, while managing to prioritize fun and gameplay for the map itself.
But it's also going to have other ways to get in, like the caves. And so it is not just...
I'm not so sure about that, actually.
Oh, really? We decided not to
I mean,
do
in
that.
the beginning, I have no idea, honestly, like what is going on there, because I think they have to be made, but there are some stuff that needs to be doing, but I haven't seen any work on those last time.
I mean, but I think that'll be really cool in terms of in terms of
I think, don't quote on them, Matt, there was gonna be a way to get into the caves, but that was more to make it so you could pressure like the defenders while you take the main wall. Instead, you have to go into the keep.
Yeah, I mean that would be a first in terms of Lord of the Rings Total War maps, Helm's Deep Total War maps.
But then again,
passages behind.
Don't quote me on that, but if I remember correctly, and I can be wrong, that's a disclaimer right now, but I think it was like that.
search for the
How?
concept.
Sorry. You mean in the concept or in the lore?
Idea of the map, to say it like that.
I think the access in the books is outside, and there is no access from the caves to the Ornburg, especially because the Ornburg in the books is just like a tower in the middle of a circular wall. So it's not like in the movie where the big goal is on the mountain face. But I think we wanted to, like, the concept that Maestro made is like that. So we want to make them accessible from two sides. One is the caves, and one is the passage on the right. So, accessing some kind of stables or something, and then coming up to the hall, or at least to the inner courtyard. What else? Legion was asking about ends, and we are not gonna make ends because they honestly, I don't know. In my opinion, they make no sense, in a Total War, because in the end, they can't be a playable faction. They just intervened in a particular situation, but they have a function like the Eagles, so it's, I don't know, it's more like everything should be decided by the armies and the different entities.
I guess they could fit in with the Free Peoples if we make them as a special feature for the campaign, and then in custom battles they go to Free Peoples. But again, that's a massive animation thing that we can't afford to be doing right now.
I just personally, I don't really see the points. It's like it would be like its own neutral faction that has probably an event that kicks off that will make it go to war with Isengard, and that's its only function. And having one unit that takes a lot of animation time. That, and they're technically not aligned towards good or evil. It's just they burn trees bad. So I mean, it's just kind of sounds like if you're playing like Isengard, you're having your campaign, and then you just suddenly have this event that is kind of just supposed to screw you over. It kind of just sounds like it would be unfun, or it'd be very clunky as a function itself in game. Plus, it takes away, well, obviously, time from
exactly.
more important units or factions that need attention.
It makes more sense as an event, in the end. Like, if you really want to integrate them, you just make an event where something is destroyed. Like an army, or maybe, some buildings in Isengard, and that's it.
I mean, if you want to go that path, you would just make it like some buildings in Isengard itself, the capital, is damaged or destroyed.
Yeah.
Froostie, with those wings on the side.
Yeah.
Do you think you could angle in those lines to be sort of more like a fan shape, as opposed, because a lot of them sort of slope sort of straight downwards.
Yeah.
Whereas my ones sort of come out in a fan. If you look at the concept.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay,
there's more of an angle between them. But yeah, it's looking really, really cool. Sorry, I should have said it earlier.
No problem.
Okay, so about Navy battle maps. Honestly, the point here is that we have to make ships, and that's not just, it's not a priority right now. Other than that, we want to integrate the graphic campaign map first, so you can actually have the real campaign map without, of course, the AI side, which is, of course, what we need for the campaign itself. So basically, if you've seen the preview from just Leo, where he shows off that we have a Middle Earth map in custom battles, that's the point. You know, when we are going to implement that, we basically would like to add ship battles, or at least, you know, landing battles. And at that point, we might skip over making ships because they are just not a priority. Like, we have so many factions to complete, and we would rather work on those and finish those instead of, you know, of ships.
Yeah.
So, you know, when we have done that, you will have, you know, sea battles and fleet battles. You will have landing battles, but you won't have the ships. So, you know, it's gonna work great.
There's plenty of, there is iconic ships like the Corsairs and the Elven Swan ships and stuff.
And then
Yeah,
it's
it would-
just people that is currently extinct.
But yeah,
Um,
there's a lot of work. Do they require custom coding and stuff, or is that all sorted?
I think many people made them on. I think there were some mods on the Steam Workshop, you know. So I think it's pretty easy. Once you have the model, you are pretty good. You know that there was actually a sub mod for the Umbar ships, but then it was never updated. So yeah, we were actually looking at it with Victimize. We actually wanted, you know, maybe to. That's the only case I think where we will integrate something from another mod, because in the end, you know, ships are so low priority that in the end, if the model looks decent, you know, we can ask the creator to join the team, etc.
Yeah.
Shanties before battle. You mean sea shanties? Myron, would you sing a sea
Start
shanty?
the sea shanty.
Sea shanties.
Sea shanty with the boys.
Yeah. Where is
You
Oli
need-
when we need him?
No,
you need, more than one. If you have 4 people, a sea shanty sounds bloody amazing.
I'm just gonna answer it seriously. As those chance things, is like the game itself. It automatically does such things. I don't think we can. Unsure. Like make it feel like force that this shall happen when it comes to playing sounds before battle.
You mean like a general speech?
Yeah.
I mean, without like you clicking, just there being like staying there, battle chant or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if you click a unit, they will make a sound of, you know.
No, that'll be cool for in terms of atmospheric stuff. But again, that's sound mod, you know, audio modding, isn't it? Which isn't.
Yeah.
Like the reason we're not doing that is it is just so much work that we just don't have the capacity to do that right now.
Elarus, if you can be over to Discord and go to do the bug report chat, I can assist you on the mod.
Indeed, Discord link is pinned in the chat, and all our social media is down in the description if you want to find out more. Matt Haley, their naughty fountain guard. These guys. Yeah, it's a good way of putting it.
Naughty fountain.
We are 250 members shy to 13k on Discord. Very good.
Funny because there's still more people than on YouTube.
Yeah, it's been interesting, and I imagine that YouTube will perhaps always lag behind, maybe?
I don't think they will. Because bear in mind, we've had the Discord, slowly gathering members for years now.
True.
Admittedly, it only started really picking up in last summer. But we've only had the YouTube going for less than like 5 months, 6 months, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the big effort started more or less. Like I think the first streams were in December, and then when
Okay.
when I took over, I had some
What you
small
think
idea.
about these wings from the front? They will be partially silver, gold, and steel, maybe.
Yeah, I really like them.
They are a little different from the concept, yeah.
Yeah, no, I think they're really cool.
But I wanted to have something different from Fountain Guard. Yeah, Fountain Guard.
Yeah.
They have just beautiful wings. There are wings, but from steel. Yeah, so I wanted to make it more
Yeah,
fancy.
it looks like some kind of authentic beaten metal or carved metal. It looks really cool.
Reminds me of Damascus.
That's something I never thought of doing in a design, actually.
Well, you
Putting Damascus steel?
Yeah. Never considered that.
I wonder how hard that would be to pull off effectively in 3D, right? Like it's such a fine detail that does it look weird from far away? Like, can you pull it off with the resolution? You pull it off with the like a texture resolution of like 512, right? Like, is it like the limited resolution in game, or could it work? I don't know. It'd be a fun experiment.
Question is, what faction would use such steel?
I mean, I would actually say Umbar.
Yeah.
Potentially. Although the Vikings used Damascus.
Did they?
So, yeah, they had these really, really fancy swords that were, got through trading and stuff.
You mean the short sword?
The Ufbert swords.
Yeah, but it's well, it's mostly just like engravings, I would say.
What do you mean? The genuine Ufbert swords were they were made of Damascus, the real stuff. There's loads of fake ones, of course. But yeah, they because the Vikings had such massive trade routes throughout all of Europe and Asia, they had access to these exotic metals and materials. So yeah, they could work potentially for, I don't know, Dunland maybe.
Dunland?
Why Dunland?
Oh, that sounds a bit too fancy for Dunland, not gonna lie.
Yeah.
I don't know.
they're
I'm thinking ideas because they need to look different from. Well, yeah, it would be for an elite or something, but
I mean, if Dunland was like a wild men plus great merchants or something, I would say, go for it. But
yeah,
they're not. They're just wild men.
They are far too uncivilized to create a massive giant trading network. That's very true.
The closest I can think of that would fit anything like with trading in that manner would be like Dale of Dominion.
Dale, yeah.
And Dale, well, it doesn't fit their aesthetic to have.
Yeah, and all their models are made anyway.
And Dominion isn't here as a faction.
There's Dominion units, but they're not.
Yeah. True. I mean,
they're already made. So you can't.
Unless you're gonna think of the Avari Wonders.
That's interesting for the elves.
Yeah, the light missile concept.
That. Yeah, I mean, as in using Damascus for the elves.
Yeah, you could probably use it for the longsword.
But doesn't it feel like more like a human invention It was made exactly because the elves had such great blacksmiths. So you would use that for the for the humans, while the Avari or anyone else has their normal swords.
Yeah, true. Well, Assassin
it would-
Gori pointing out that, yeah, well, by Damascus, do you mean traditional Damascus, the real woot steel, or modern pattern welded Damascus? And I think, yeah, we're talking about the modern pattern welded stuff, which is incorrectly called Damascus if you want to be really picky.
I mean, but the thing is, like, the Wally Rangers are like, yeah, how should I say? They're kind of integrated with Dominion's, well, nation/society. So I don't think it would be too unrealistic if, like,
Well, actually, they
swords and
retired.
blades.
They left the human society there, like that.
Yeah.
They were exiled, more or less. Like they exiled themselves.
Yeah.
So
True.
that's kind of the only thing we know about that. Is that they didn't live with with when there was a kingdom of the Darwinian or principality or whatever it was called. They weren't there. And we enter the realm of fan fictions, pretty cool ones, of course, like the one that Divide and Conquer does, which is pretty great. I think. I think they made a really good job in making up a lot of stuff, and because of course, like when you have to work with a faction that don't know anything about, you have to build up a lore, and if you don't have one, it's pretty difficult. But they manage, and they did a great job, in my opinion.
I mean,
Yeah.
when you have something there's not a lot of information, that means you have a lot of freedom. But the catch is, how do you make it still feel like that thing that originate, like that idea that it was created
You
from?
really have, I think you really have to know the lore. Like Arakir really knows the lore, so he made up. I think it was him who made up all of this stuff. So he knows how to make a story about this guy, and so it was pretty great in the end. I think for us, in the first approach that we do, we are not making up more or less anything, like anything big, because in the end, we're just trying to get the campaign going. So in the end, we're just building off of the books. And also you have to consider that Divide and Conquer was a sub-bond for Third Age, and Third Age had a similar approach to ours. So in the end, it's all very book-like. And Divide and Conquer actually wanted to divide and conquer, so making up more fractions.
More and more,
yeah. So
I
that's
think,
the focus
I
of
think that's
Divide and
only a
Conquer.
good thing.
Yeah, it's only a good thing, of course. Like more stuff.
Yeah, more you sort of extend the playability, and you extend the life of the mod, I guess.
Yeah, indeed.
So
but
yeah,
of course, that is for later for us.
Yeah.
And of course, like once everything is out, at least version 2.0 of the campaign or something, nothing stops you guys from making your own Divide and Conquer for Rise of Mordor.
Yeah,
That's true.
it's looking amazing, man.
Thanks. Yeah, but I am worried about the bug of this week's. No.
Oh, what's that with the back? I mean, I think just having them the same as the front look cool.
Yeah, but I can't make it like that.
You can copy.
Yeah, I can't.
Okay. I think this. I think it's the same. Of course, like it's not a critic. It's just something fun. They look like those kind of symbols that you find on top of cars that people just remove just for the sake of it. So with a good hit from a sword, they will lose one of these.
I will make sport with the UV map maybe. By sport I mean that the front and the back will be at the same places maybe.
Come on.
Amazing stuff, Myron.
Oh, thank you very much. Almost ready
All right.
to start. I could start now. There's a few left that actually need to be finished, but then I could sort of work on them this weekend, I guess.
I wish I knew, but I'm clueless as you, chance.
I'm
Another
really
secret.
tempted. I'm really tempted to start.
I think when you feel confident, we don't have any rush, and I'm not gonna say anything. It's okay if you start whenever you want.
I'll work on the current one for a little bit more and see how things go.
Yeah.
Oh, well, that's the last one actually, and then there's some variants of that, and then we're ready to go. I think.
That's great.
I've had so much fun with these.
Philip saying, "Oh, I can smell some sneaky peeky," but it's not gonna end up in sneak peek.
No,
I can
no.
say that. It's just another, let's say, smaller because it's secret.
Yeah.
It's not update like.
No, it's nothing gigantic.
Still,
The problem is, the more you say that, the more it sounds like it's some huge sneaky thing.
Well, Zan, you should know what it is.
no, he doesn't.
Well, I think we've talked about it in general. Maybe not, actually.
I don't think so, Chief. I missed some hidden messages.
Okay.
Well, regardless of all of this, I'm looking forward to seeing it when it's finished with, the older people. Like the people in chat.
Can we at least get an idea of what it could be? Can we?
I don't know,
I'm thinking about some kind of one of those random messages that I use
Cryptic.
in Untitled.
Yeah.
That nobody can decipher, as far as the moderators have told me. But
Are you gonna like say something random like the dust and the wind is picking up, the sun heats something, I don't know, the metal, and being like, that's the secret message. Now you need to find out what the secret language I use.
Exactly.
Good luck. And then you decode it, it's just pasta or something.
Yeah, indeed. Like he is asking, how much are you going to stream until the Adunakhori are finished? I mean, how many streams are left?
I think I will make after this stream one more with Adunakhori, yeah.
Okay.
And the rest of job will be made in secret, yeah.
Yeah, off camera. Well, hold on, Philip. I still need to think about the secret message. I have no idea.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about symbols.
Oh, I'm thinking,
Thinking about some symbols we can use.
Oh, we
something
victimize
called-
you here.
Yeah,
Oh,
the boss is
hi.
here.
Hi.
Hey man,
Hello.
Чё, здорово, здорово.
здорово, здорово.
Привет.
Привет, камрад.
Привет, товарищ.
That's
Attila.
actually quite clear.
I know.
It's perfect.
Okay, I will save it like that, and we try, because I'm making a little experiment with the timeline. I want to connect the high poly with material created in Subspace Painter of the timer and look how it will looks, because I want get some more damaged effect of chainmail. Of course, on the face it's gonna be more damaged because by the air from the mouth. Yeah, if someone had even chainmail in the life, he knows that at this area the chainmail is going to be more brown and more damaged because the air and wet air from the mouth.
I'd make it fairly subtle, though, the damage, because you can keep chainmail quite clean by putting oil in it.
Yeah, but
Just subtle, I think. Yeah.
so I don't want to have this totally damaged or something. Yeah, but I want to get some visual occlusion. Yeah, about this area.
Cool.
So as I said,
Yeah.
it's experiment. Yeah, so I want to see how it will looks.
It sounds like a very cool idea, though. So I do want to see what you end up with.
Someone's asking whether you're modeling with a mouse or a drawing pad.
Yeah, there is a rust. Yeah, but because when you don't fixing the rust with the oils, yeah, the timer is going to be more damaged. And if rust is by longer time at this place, yeah, so after even you delayed the rust left some damage on steel. But as I said, it's experiment, yeah, so I want to just see how it will looks.
Froostie,
Yeah.
someone just asked if you are using a mouse or a drawing pad.
A mouse.
A mouse. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
And I think someone just wrote in Polish, so if you want to answer directly.
Yeah. Hurin is saying
His congratulations.
yeah,
Congratulations.
regards. He's seeing that the work is going in the well direction. Yeah.
I can actually understand like 60% of that. That's the profit of knowing Russian
Yeah.
and Ukrainian. So somebody's asking, why are you not using the nanomesh for chainmail?
In time of experiment, yeah, as I said before.
Yeah. You think I'm loud?
A little.
Yelling into the mic.
Yeah.
Starts yelling into the mic. Oh, that mic is beautiful.
I realized I had a really bad mic during my stream, so I've changed it.
Yeah. So I had your mic on the biggest
100%.
scale. Yeah.
'Cause it was-
200%.
Because they were awful.
Myron, would you tell me by any chance which one will you publish first? even on private, of course. But I can think about the hint for Team Diary and the stream.
Mary Jules, greetings from Lithuania, Froostie. Yeah, greetings to you. Like Storm is saying that Victima is still too loud. Okay.
Froostie showing some sneak peek. Be careful.
Same.
Can't give him too much. You have to lead him on a bit.
Out there. I mean, with the chainmail thingy you're doing, Froostie, it does make sense. It would be like, I don't imagine they like change chainmail. They just probably stick with the chainmail they had for a very, very long time. So it's quite interesting to see that you go with the idea of actually representing such.
Yeah, but
Actually, I think that they usually made the chainmail tailored, so it's not like they keep the same chainmail for generations, such as the same can be said for the armor.
Yeah,
The armor
yeah.
is actually
Yeah.
inherited, but the chainmail actually is tailored. So
Yeah,
But,
it works. It's both for better ease of wearing, but also it's cheaper. Because I think
Yeah,
it's
but,
baggy chainmail like you see in films.
But
Yeah.
they have like very long lifespans to something like that, so I can't imagine they just change it a lot.
That's true.
can you show some sneak peeks? No, we are actually showing you. This is kind of a sneak peek for everyone.
I mean, I
Definitely
saw a
no.
sneak
Thank
peek.
you.
I saw a sneak peek in the Discord. On
can see-
on Froostie's screen as well.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, I mean,
you mean this, yeah?
No, on your Discord.
Okay.
it was clearly a tiger. What do you mean?
Sorry, yeah.
You can see.
Show it again.
There you
No,
go.
I won't. You have to find
That is
it.
your- yeah,
watching
there is
again
your-
this old stream.
Your sneak peek. Yeah, go back and watch it and add to our watch time, because that's good.
This is for Total War Attila, and you can, if you need any more informations, they are in the description. Does it use a PBR texture?
9. It
Nine.
doesn't.
Nine?
PBR.
Nej.
Or name.
Oh,
Very similar though, right? It gets pretty close with
I
the
won't
texture
say-
set.
I won't say that's similar to PBR. That's rather what's known as specular glossiness. It's also pretty common one, but it's definitely not PBR. It's not physically based.
And how much more will you stream, Froostie?
I have in plan streaming in by the next one.
They
By the next 2 hours or less.
Assassin saying rusted mail is more accurate than mangled mail. I don't think either. I don't think it should be particularly rusty at all.
I
Because
am.
these guys are like really, really rich knights, so they'd have a whole load of squires working for them and helping clean their armor.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I am now
Yeah.
thinking about this part of
Mm.
mouth, yeah, and it
Ah, yeah,
looks like the chainmail from the from the Germundu from the Vendel helmet found in archaeology site yeah,
Oh yeah.
and the chainmail after years of in the earth is looking like that. Yeah, it's like big mess of steel, yeah, in one place. So I'm not sure if this is effect which I wanted to got.
I can see what you wanted to do. I thought you were going to manually sculpt the entire chainmail.
Yeah, at the beginning I wanted, yeah, but later I resided
that,
from this idea.
that would be a pain, even
Yeah.
for 2D artists that
I
paint
was
the
looking
goddamn
at
chainmail.
I was looking at I was playing with these rings in real life, from a shower curtain and trying to make real chainmail the real way, and it's really hard. And drawing it as well, if you want to draw it really, really accurately, it just takes a really long time. But yeah, I mean, there's ways to sculpt it quicker. You know, if you don't make it look as accurate. Stuff I draw on concepts is not particularly accurate, but it still looks alright. And Edith asking, are you going to do the half trolls of Harad? And I believe the answer is yes, but they're not being worked on at the moment, or being thought about really at the moment.
Yeah.
I generally wonder how they will be visually looking.
We
It
have
would be
some
like
references there, but
There's-
it's I think the research more or less says that they are not trolls. They are basically just bigger and more kind of weird looking men that Gondorians used to call half trolls.
Well, we know
Ah,
that, yeah.
so they're taller and more. Perhaps the word with deformed would be
Yeah.
or asymmetrical at least.
Well, from the book, we know that they have darker skin, much darker skin. They have black eye. Are they black eyes or red eyes or something horrible? And they have these forked tongues, these red forked tongues. And so that's already something we could throw in there, I think. And maybe some making them much more muscly, but with these sort of deformities as well might be kind of cool. But yeah, I haven't really thought about design yet.
All right, for me, it kind of sounds like some kind of tribesman culture plus a mutation or something.
Yeah.
But are they actually like shown in the book? You know, like actually, you know, I don't know, a Gondorian sees one, something like that. Because I don't think they are. It's I think it's more like, you know, I think the same can be said about many people who invaded the Europe at some point. You know, they had forked tongues and red eyes. And in the end, they were just the same. So I think it's more like these people are a bit bigger, and they use paint in a way that actually you know, resembles some kind of, I don't know, you know, you can actually be afraid of something like that basically. But in the end, you know, that's just Gondorians being superstitious.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, people make tales to either make their adventures sound a lot more cooler, to say it. Vikings especially did it, where we could be like, I hit a guy with an axe, and then the story get told as I splintered his shield and his skull splintered as well in two as Odin's lightning struck down. Like that's kind of the exaggerations it goes to.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Django Fett, will Gundabad get war beasts from the Hobbit movie?
No.
What is that?
Define the war beast is
We see. Well, what war
Because-
beasts do we see? We don't see any,
because
do
if you mean wargs, then
I think he
then
means
so.
those. I don't know, like
we? Mutated trolls is what
Because-
we see.
yeah.
Right, I'm probably the weird one because when I get in my head when I hear war beasts, I get like the weird earthworm thingy.
Oh gosh, those things.
Yeah, that- because of course if there's that, no, but if you meet trolls, let me actually see before I say something. Trolls,
Yeah, snow trolls. And
yes,
stuff.
yes. Orgs, those like smaller kind of trolls looking, and half troll, whatever those things are. No, not a sign though.
Those
Um,
mutated, amputated,
Yeah, those whack ones.
you know,
No,
abnormalities of designs. Just I don't know why they thought that would be good to add them in. I don't.
I feel like it's like this would be cool, and then they conceptualize it, and then we were like, oh, this was a bad idea. We can't reshoot it because
It's all really. I mean,
I mean
they could have
I
changed
was
it. It was all CGI though. They could have easily.
yeah, they probably could. I watched like one of them Hobbit thing, and I see the director, the Peter, like that guy. He was like I since he kind of came blind into it, he kind of felt like he didn't have like a proper time to map out or think about
Yeah.
how things were gonna be visualized, and which was quite sad to see.
Yeah. Yeah, indeed. Anonymous saying, I guess he's talking about the troll catapults. Oh yeah, the trolls with a catapult on their back, and then the troll with that bizarre battering ram on his head.
Oh, that's a no. Why is that even a question?
Yeah.
I mean, it's like Mordor. It's just a troll catapult. My brain is like, is it a big catapult man or like noble catapult man by
That's-
trolls?
That's
Or-
physically stupid because if you
Having a
place a
catapult on your back.
catapult on a living being, it's going to move and you just lose
Yeah.
accuracy.
Yeah.
Why would you want to intentionally lose accuracy? That's just zero IQ.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
there's a lot of things
Especially-
that made that are stupid. I do believe that such things could happen, except like that disabled troll pinata thingy. I don't know what to call it. That abomination is like, why wouldn't you just take a normal troll? It'd be far more effective.
Oh well, Django says he means the mini trolls with the horn helmets. Oh, you know the ones that
those are not
like actually normal looking ones.
are those
That
not
have a sort
mini
of weird.
trolls.
They look like normal Untitled actually, with a
Yeah,
sort of a weird horn bone kind of helmet.
I love it. I love their design actually.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
look.
quite cool.
Olakai or Mountain Troll, either of two, not quite sure. But yeah, they've landed.
Yeah.
Will likely change their helmets because helmets also don't make much sense. Look a little bit cringe.
I kind of feel like it's their somewhat iconic thing because otherwise you have I mean the one with the horn that looks more like it's kind of bone thingy.
Well, the
once
Gundabad has Gundabad has two trolls. You've got the tier 4 snow trolls and then the tier 3 normal trolls.
Yeah.
Mountain trolls. So I guess the snow trolls are going to have armor. So we could take inspiration from those trolls.
I mean, yeah, you could go that path, or you can go like a whack, because they live in the north and it's cold. They had just developed harder skin, for like.
They've got heavy plate though, as an armor stat on the Trello. They have heavy plate.
Ooh.
Actually, I think metal plate doesn't make much sense in the north, as it's cold and that's going to affect your
can be
skin or something.
can be
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
like what was described in Game of Thrones books,
yeah,
that
yeah.
the steel armors were protected by leather from both sides before winter.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a reason why, like, you don't see super heavily armed Vikings. Well, one, because we can really afford it to make it, and two, it's quite piss cold here.
Well,
Yes.
they had the same armor as everyone else at the time.
When it comes to unique concepts and their visuals, we also think of
Yeah.
the realistic look, unlike the Hobbit films where they went for the cool and badass looking. We're just trying to make the armors have some sense.
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
I'm
I mean,
sure it
I
will
think
look
I
great
think a
in the end.
combination of metal plates, but then lots of fur.
Yeah.
And I know that the third age snow trolls have literal snow on their back, which looks a tad weird.
I mean,
Like as if they're sort of made of snow in a way, but I do like the idea that they'd be lighter skinned.
So snow trolls turn into iceberg and then kill the Titanic, unlike the stone counterparts.
but like, I seriously just imagine snow trolls are basically just trolls, but they just have thicker skin. Because like if you watch like the backside of a normal troll, they have a pretty thick skin. Where they
Yeah.
don't really have a thick skin is at their belly and like kind of there, where everything is more like a, how should I say, more like a bear. When it's gonna hibernate, it's just fat. And I imagine that snow trolls have less to go by, and they probably don't do hibernation. I don't know if normal trolls do that, but by the design, it kind of looks like.
Yeah. Matt Haley saying, confirming, is Alfred Lickspittle going to be added as a Dale General? That should obviously be the team's top priority. And Lucky Storm asking, how do we plan on doing the Bjornings? The Bjornings. And the answer to that is I haven't really thought about them yet, and I may not even do them. I might assign them to another concept artist.
Maybe it means mechanics wise. I think they'll just be very strong berserker like.
Yeah.
They
They're not gonna
definitely won't be
becoming bears.
They won't be changing to bears, that's for sure. And I doubt there'll even be a bear unit. Or that'll be something that makes them unique. But again, that's more custom animations that we just can't be spending time on.
I don't think there were a lot of skin changes in the late Third Age, so we only know for a fact that Bjorn was a skin changer and that's all. So making an entire unit of skin changers is a bit too much.
Yeah, it sounds a bit ridiculous, and I don't really think it would. I don't think there's a satisfying maybe combat system we could put into it that make it like sense to that it swaps.
What about the weed fast white goblins? They are planned. I think we have two of them actually. One is a T1 goblin mercenary, as they are referred to in the films, and a T4 something. I think visually they look kind of same, but I'm not sure what's the difference.
I mean,
T4.
Which faction do you mean?
Gundabad.
Gundabad, yeah.
If you remember the part where Azog kills the cousins of Thorin.
Yeah.
At some point, the reinforcement comes from Gundabad, and the first come are the Goblin mercenaries.
Yeah,
Those
sort of monkey guys, aren't they?
Yeah.
yeah, with the
Yeah.
blue eyes.
And you get like, I think it's Dwalin saying, no more than 200 or something, and then he proceeds to kill them all. And
Yeah.
Bilbo with the rocks, and then
That's
he
when he gets knocked
right.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
those
thought
are-
it meant like those ugly goblins in the cave.
So T1 and I think T4 are unsure.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Let me
I
have a
think-
look.
tier 2, maybe.
Don't know.
The mercenary.
Gundabad Berserkers, I guess. Yeah. I think.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
tier 4.
I think that's the one.
And then there is the Goblin Mercenaries, which is
Oh, wait, what do you mean? Because I wouldn't really say they're goblins. Technically they are, but I would probably like define them as something sub-goblin or something, to say that they're a higher status of goblins, since their physicality is a lot better than normal goblins.
They are. Yeah, I do see what you mean there. They're quite
of
brutish
course.
in a way. I don't know. Maybe they might need a name change. Because also they're the sort of like the monkey guys, aren't they? So they.
I mean,
I think we can
goblins
find
have
a name.
a lot of shapes. You have those white weird ones in the Hobbit. You have the Moria goblins, and then you have like a higher goblin type, which is like Asog kind of level, I would say. I don't know if they specifically have to be that white, but we know that they're some kind of high goblin. So you have that weird light one, Moria goblin, and some kind of high goblin, from what I see.
Philip Heinrich as well. Thank you for stopping by, man. And I'm gonna head off too, folks. I'm gonna go and cook dinner.
Have a nice dinner.
Yeah,
well.
enjoy your
Indeed.
dinner, man.
Yeah. See ya.
And yeah,
Also-
Froostie, amazing work, Froostie.
Yeah, I hope that the effect will be good, but I don't like these places. Yeah, these triangles here. I very regret that I didn't make the chainmail not sculpt. Yeah, but all chainmail like every fucking independent. Yeah, part of this
Yeah.
chainmail.
That would be a lot of work, though.
Yeah, but it's easy to make it by some auto.
Nanomesh.
Yeah.
You
Ah,
basically
right,
you
right.
basically define the low poly that's going to describe the surface of the chainmail, then you create the pattern and you apply the pattern on that surface. So it's
Right.
much faster than you can think of.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's looking amazing. Love it.
Yeah, really great.
All right, yeah. I'll speak soon. See you, folks.
Bye, man.
Yeah, see you.
I think I'm also gonna go. I have an exam coming up soon, so I should probably study for that in a few hours.
Good luck, man.
Yeah, good luck.
Good
Yeah.
luck,
thank
Chief.
Yeah, good luck, and for everyone else, and have fun, guys. And Froostie, it's looking awesome.
Thanks.
Bye.
Yeah, so Victimized, do you like it, yeah?
Do I like the helmet?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. It's actually looking really accurate to the concept.
Yeah,
Far more accurate than I imagined.
I tried to focus.
Yeah,
Ma-
something I noticed is that you manually paint the gold material, and I would suggest you looking into the ID mob. It's basically a texture where you create the materials. So every ID is a different material, and you can paint those in Photoshop as a texture. So you can then just apply the distinct material and mask out by ID. So that will just automate the process. And you wouldn't have to...
I watched some video about it last time.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't try it yet. Yeah, but I know what are you talking about? Yeah.
I know a very easy way to to utilize it. So when you create low poly, you then usually create the mid poly, aka low poly plus a lot of details. So what you can do is you can make use of vertex colors. So when you create low poly, you split your mesh on different materials by setting the different vertex colors, and then you subdivide it, as in create the mid poly, and then you send it to the ZBrush and add the extra details. They'll basically allow you to have the ID map almost for free.
Yeah, okay.
I also think that you can paint the vertex colors in Blender.
You mean this vertex, yeah? At the edges?
No. I meant when you're making low poly in Blender, I think you should be able to paint the vertex colors, so you don't have to select each individual vertex and set its quality. But
yeah, I saw that the best way is to paint a little in ZBrush after making some models in ZBrush. Yeah, you are painting it in ZBrush, and later you export it to Substance Painter with these painted places. Yeah, and you have later easier to make the
one
textures.
problem with the ZBrush is that you can lose accuracy, and if you're making the hard surface objects, it's far easier to paint the vertex colors in low poly modeling software. But if your mesh includes very complex geometry, then of course it's easier to paint in ZBrush.
Okay. Yeah, so now I want to make these edges with a little different color, yeah, to make it look like cutted in natural way, because now it isn't looks realistic.
Indeed. Django or goblins doesn't really work, as goblin is a synonymous. Yeah, the same word for a different word for the same thing. Goblin and orc mean the same.
I think the best word I can come up with to fit like this high goblin of that kind of breed would be hobgoblins, even though it's not technically correct, but they would be the closest like word I can think of.
I saw that name somewhere.
Variation. Yeah, it's just a variation that Tolkien uses in The Hobbit, and then I think he uses it once or twice, and then never uses it anymore. So it's not a category. I think it's more like, you know, they are the same race but with different capabilities. So, you know, in the end, you have Peter Jackson that, for the sake of it, has to make categories, and so he says, you know, this is a goblin, this is an orc, this is a huruk, and in the end, they are very much the same folk. You know? They are just different in terms of size. So,
I mean,
the terms is very interchangeable.
I mean, how I have always viewed it is that all just the same, they're just different because of the environment or how they're bred. but they're all like, you know, a cow is a cow, even if you manage to change its physicality.
Yeah, exactly. I think the funny thing is that, you know, Urukai, which is for us means, you know, a very specific thing. It just means orc folk, so it, you know, it just confuses us even more.
But like, how my brain views it is just that goblins are just weaker physically on average, normally than Urix.
That's just how we use it. It's not necessarily correct.
Yeah, I mean, you have characters that are defined as goblins that are.
That's just easier if we call those who looks weaker as goblins, and it just wouldn't. I want to say an English word, but only black comes to my mind.
Thought you were going to say that humans like to categorize things.
I was about to say that it's easier for human brain to understand it. So if all weak orcs are called goblins, your brain just isn't hurt. But if everyone different looking is called different names, that's just going to create a mess in your mind.
True.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I should mention that I didn't take the word hobgoblin from like The Hobbit or The Lord of the Rings. It's just the closest definition I can think of to like categorize this breed of orcs.
Yeah, because maybe it's such a more, you know, I think it's more folk tale related, so it's, you know, easier to think about an hobgoblin, you know, for categorizing these smaller orcs or whatever.
Yeah. Why must it rain so much today? For me. It's been raining since Friday and it hasn't stopped. It's like sun comes out and I walk out of my door. I think, oh, this is gonna be a good day. Like, takes 1 minute or something and it starts piss raining again.
I'm out of the context, but looking at the style the Mandalorian is writing his messages, I wouldn't be surprised why he was muted in the first place.
Yeah.
It's just Wanderer, don't take this as some kind of heft. Just take it as feedback. The man you write in can, even if you don't intend, come off as rude or provoking, I could say. So that's why Casual did what Casual did, to say it like that.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. Alec asked me to check with Mori as well. Guess I'll do that. See ya. Then
Bye, man.
I'll post the screenshots in the dev channels.
Oh well, then there's only 3 of us left.
Yeah,
Not the
victimized
best
left
dwarf
us.
win.
The king has left the party.
Damn, now we can make the Return of the King memes if he comes back.
Yeah.
Holy shit, it's raining outside.
I have
Weather update.
It's fucking raining. And it doesn't want to stop. Like, just to give context now, I was working earlier today with painting like a wall. I had to stop because it was raining at like 4 p.m. It's still raining. It's almost 10 p.m. It just got worse.
Yeah, so I finished the helmet. It's gonna
It's
be like
looking
that.
amazing.
I
This
hope.
is really, really good, man.
Thanks. I hope that the chamber looks good because I was not using this time the marvelous designer for it. Yeah, I sculpted it manually to look like real material.
That's interesting. I do really like how that helmet came off. Couldn't be honest.
Yeah, so we have still some time, so we will go into Pardrons. It's gonna be safe.
I'm actually gonna leave you guys now. So I can go eat something. It's pretty late for me, actually.
Okay.
So, enjoy the rest of the stream. And see you later. Bye, guys.
Yeah, fine.
Okay, so I save it. Can now go move to arm protection. Yeah, there will be a lot of work with marking seams to cut it off with the UV mapping.
Interesting.
Yeah, Lucky Storm is asking if I will make all these 3 Adunakhori unit type or just the type 1. No, I will
I
make.
think it means like variants.
Yeah, there are 3 variants, yeah. This is the 1 unit, 3 variants, and all variants I want to make. So, this is gonna be finished in the nearest time, yeah. And rest is gonna be made very fast, yeah, because they are the variants, so they will have just different high poly, yeah, by sculpting and textures, yeah, but there is the faster way. I think that if you have a very complicated model, so the UV map is the longest part of making it.
I'm still here, Lucky Storm. So it's Froostie and Son. Who is he?
Yeah, I am with Zarn, so not alone.
Just admiring your work, to be honest.
Yeah. Okay, so this part have a good UV map. Only recognize Frosty effects.
You have like, oh, you have multiple layers there. Oh my.
Not every part, only in the parts which are a little more outside of the main model, you see, like this one, yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, but
Alright.
these parts are just from one side, yeah, because it's not necessary in this part, yeah, because no one will see it. But for example, in this place, yeah, you can see it. So in this place is from both sides.
That makes sense.
Yeah, I hope so.
I feel like you look beautiful regardless. At least from what I see right now.
Thanks. Probably I have to watch Lord of the Rings by the 258 time, yeah, to get more motivation. To keep this work in the same good way. Like a storm in the stream, and we will have again the surprise like last time. No, not today. I have to keep some surprises for the update, yeah?
Yeah. That and perhaps, if allowed, some previews.
Yeah, I think that if we don't have more Adunakhori movies, yeah, on YouTube, I will probably give some previews on the Discord. Castellan of Umbar, good to see some more models. Yeah, I hope so, but you will have fun with that kind of streams. Okay. Somehow at the first point of being in ZBrush, I'm always using first the Z remeasure, because I want to increase a little quality of model, yeah, but not by dividing, because dividing will add new verticals in the same positions, yeah, and I don't want it. I want to have place for smoothing the model, yeah, so the Z remeasure is the best to make that.
I think I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna remain in like the chat, but I'm gonna grab me some food and then leave the VC.
Okay, no problem. So
I hope the rest of the stream is well, wonderful for you. And see you later, Froostie, and the chat.
yeah, see you later, Zorn. Thank you for joining me today.
It's been really enjoyable. Thank you.
Thank you too. See ya.
Ciao.
Ciao. Yeah, so the first part which I'm now making is of course a little smoothing. Let's see our concept. The most important parts. So the edges. So look, the clips on the top. Yeah, so and main shapes of details. Is a similar shape like before I made on the plate armor. So first I was changing color of material, for example gray, because I don't like this red color. Elan Enish, do you have a concept of Harald Half Wars? No, I don't have yet. But I have some ideas and movie reference concepts, yeah, so not painted yet by Maron. transformation, of course. Here we have inflate, which is going from the only high ground, yeah, to make it higher. And balloon, it's mean that this will be smoothed inflate. Like Storm, the middle one could be the best one, but they have the black mask thing on their helmet. Yeah, I'm not follower of this mask too, yeah, but I will think a little more how to make it more beautiful. Okay, so now the shapes. Look, it's down good to hero, I am not alone. Yeah. Zarn, I think the Guldur tier 3 orcs should be human size. No, it's not Uruk-hai, it can be human size. Gundaban, the Guldur orcs will be smaller than Uruk-hai. Lucky Storm, why they have the triangle cuts out around the neck and the chain armor, and above the leg on the chain armor? I think that it's part of design, yeah? It's coming from Arthur Legends Fantasy, yeah, where you have chimers around the neck with triangles like that. Django Fett, for what? I don't know. I am not guy from concepts. Ask Maron. Except, okay, and you think it looks good? I mean, in the middle one, the triangle cut out doesn't say it looks better, I think. Yeah, but I think that it in this style I want, or model, or Adunakhori unit. Yeah, so it can looks good. The made curve, yeah. Mate is back on the menu, boys. Okay, let's export it now. Okay. This music is flashbacks to 4.0 update, yeah. Okay, now let's add some silver to it. Okay, and now leather parts. Ok. Tom bene, looking fantastic. Thank you, Tom. That's a girly Marin personal account, yeah. It is. Okay, so it's textured. Maybe I will add now just some horse at the belts.
Hi,
Hey,
what's going on?
I'm streaming now.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you are online with us.
Yeah, I saw you on the assistant channel and I thought you might have a problem or something.
Yeah, no.
What are you doing?
I'm making power drones for Adunakhori from Umbar.
Yeah.
Lucky Storm is asking who is he? With E is Marcon.
I work in the architecture department. I don't know if I can say what I'm doing right now.
Better
So,
no, better no.
yeah.
Always better is if surprise still exists. Okay. Sarn is asking how are you, Marcon?
What do you say?
Zarn is asking how are you?
I'm doing just fine. I got some work to do.
You're very busy?
I mean, there are not a lot of people working in the architecture department, so yeah, there is a lot of work to be done.
Ah, I see.
You're still using Substance 2019. You
Yeah.
should really upgrade to the new version because they added quite a few features that you might find useful.
Can you repeat the middle part of question? Yeah, because I didn't understand exactly what you mean.
You're talking to me or to someone in the chat?
To you, Marcon.
I said you should really upgrade to a newer version because they have a lot of cool features in like Substance 2021. They added support for URIMs and now they also added support for a bunch of things. And
I am using 2019. Problems which I have is when someone from the team is sending me his Substance Painter file, yeah, and
yeah,
sometimes it's a problem with open it or import his material or him material or yeah, because it's come from the newer version, yeah. So this is only problem, yeah. But out of it, this version is very good, and I don't have any problems with that. And I didn't hear that the next versions have some big improvements, which I need, yeah. Okay, so okay, guys. So our protections are ready. So I will export the textures now, and maybe it's gonna be enough for today. Okay, export. saved. Yeah.
You use Blender. I tried to switch to Blender a while ago, but I think I will stick with Maya. I'm just more comfortable working with
I
it.
never tried Maya, so I'm not sure how the work inside could be good. If the work, my work inside of Maya could be good. Yeah, but Blender is very easy and have low
I
step
mean,
to move it. Yeah, it's very easy. And
I mean, it depends. If you want to do animation, you need to use Maya.
yeah,
But for modeling, I think Blender is more than fine.
yeah, I totally agree with you about that.
Where are you from, by the way?
Yeah, I'm from Poland.
I'm from Italy.
Italy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear a little in your accent, yeah.
I always thought that I sound more like an Indian than like an Italian, but whatever. I don't really like my accent.
Yeah, it's okay. Yes, sometimes I can't totally understand your words, yeah, because you have this weird accent for me, yeah, but I know a few words in Italian, yeah, and I can imagine what are you saying.
Same goes for me because I'm not really, you know, um, what's the word for it? Used to the Poland accent.
Yeah.
I think you're the first guy from Poland that I met. Definitely not a lot of people from Poland. It's a small country.
Okay, guys, there you can see the effect for now. Of course, without cutted triangles, because in Blender I didn't make on alpha option. Matthew, yo, my first time in one of your streams. Loving the mod. Oh, thank you, Matthew. So yeah, it's how it looks in PBR kind of texture, so this isn't how it will especially look in the mod. Yeah, but thanks it you have a little visual presentation how it could look in our mod. Yeah, so here will be end of stream for today. Matthew, I play Attila and Rise of Mordor. I'm itching to play the campaign. Yeah, I'm waiting too. Very much. I'm very hyped for our map. Tom, love it. Great work, Froostie. Yeah, thank you, Meryl. Yeah, guys, so see ya in the next time, I hope. But maybe in the next Friday or something. We'll see. Or maybe in the week, if I would have some free day in work. Matthew, keep up all the hard work. It's really great. Bye for now. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, guys. So, thank you all of you for watching me. Yeah. Nerjus, you're making this unit for Evil Faction. Yeah, this is for Umbar part of Harad. Zaran, fantastic stream folk. Thank you for the beautiful model. Thanks, you too. Yeah, guys, so see you next week, and I hope you enjoyed this stream. Goodbye.